Hey, what's up, YouTube? It is McCoy for Heisman, and I'm reviewing the Texans 24 to 14 over the Jacksonville Jaguars. This was a defensive game. This was a dominant game, and this was a Texan win, which we needed. We still continue the AFC South dominance. It was a great day. Seeing Cowboys get destroyed by the Eagles, Texans destroy the Jaguars. It was a great game. It really was. Sorry, phone went off. But yeah, it was a great game. Texans dominated, held the Jacksonville Jaguars to under 200 yards total offense. And it was good. Aaron Foster went over 100 yards. Matt Shaw at 260 yards passing. This team is for real. They're going to make playoffs. And they even have a chance to win a Super Bowl. They really do. I'm telling you right now. This team actually has a defense now. They have a defense. We haven't had that ever. I'm so happy. Yay. But anyways. Yeah, it was a good game. Damn, what's that? Brooks Reed is impressing me. I think he had a sack. I'm not sure, but I think he did. I can check that out real quick. But yeah, so defense played great the past 2 weeks against AFC South opponents, which that's really good. Checking if Brooks Reed had a sack or not. Yeah, Brooks Reed had second career sack in his second straight game starting. But one against Tennessee, one against Jaguars. That's a good start. Showing a lot of energy, a lot of motivation. Brian Cushing is doing what he needs to do for the Texans to win on defense. This team is for real. I'm reading off the stat leaders for the Texans and Jaguars real quick. Matt Schaub, 16 for 30, 225 yards and one touchdown. Aaron Foster, 33 carries, 112 yards and one touchdown. Ben Tate, 5 carries, 42 yards. Kevin Walter, 5 catches, 70 yards. Owen Daniels, 4 catches, 60 yards. Jacoby Jones, 3 catches, 59 yards. Joel Dreesen, 2 catches, 19 yards. Aaron Foster, 1 catch, 12 yards. Derek Mason, 1 catch, 5 yards. Matt Schaub and Ben Tate both had a fumble. They both lost it. Brian Cushing and Jason Allen both had an interception. Brian Cushing had 7 tackles and 1 tackle for loss and 1 pass deflection, 1 QB hit, and 1 interception. Jacoby Jones had 5 punt returns for 56 yards. 33 was the longest. No records was 1 for 2 on field goals, 3 for 3 in extra points. Fred Hartman had 6 punts for 272 yards for 5 yards per punt, 1 touchback, 2 inside 20. 61 was his longest. And for the Jaguars, not so pretty. Blaine Gabbert, 10 for 30, 97 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interception. Luke McCown, 0 for 2, no yards. Maurice Jones-Drew, 18 carries, 63 yards, 1 touchdown. Blaine Gabbert, 4 carries, 14 yards. DJ Kareem, 3 carries, 7 yards. Mercedes Lewis, 4 catches, 45 yards. Mike Thomas, 3 catches, 24 yards. Jared Dillard, 1 catch, 12 yards. Maurice Jones-Drew, 1 catch, 11 yards. Justin Hill, 1 catch for 5 yards. Blaine Gabbert had a fumble. They got it back, and Dwight Lowry and Matt Roth both recovered both the Texans' fumbles. They had no interceptions. DeJuan Landry was their leading tackle with 11 tackles, 9 solo. And Clint Sessions and C. Mosley both had their sacks. They had four kick returns, 3 by DJ Kareem, 3 catches, 57 yards, and 1 by Zach Potter, 1 return, no yards. Mike Thomas returned both their punts, 2 returns for 12 yards. 8 yards was the longest. Josh Gilby was 2 for 2 in extra points. And Nick Harris had 8 punts, 374 yards, 46.8 yards per punt, 1 touchback, and 55 was his longest. So that's stat leaders. Coming into this game, Texans were the favorite. They may not have covered the spread. I don't know the exact spread. But if you watch the whole game, you could tell Jacksonville offense couldn't do anything. Texans went up by 2 scores. You knew it was over. All the Texans had to do was just be up by 2 scores, and they just had to keep pace with Jacksonville. And defense did not let up. I mean, both their scores came off of turnovers, which they were either inside the 10 or inside the 30 of the Texans. And they made them work for it. I mean, the first time they were 4 plays for 80 yards, switch touchdowns. The second time was like 8 plays for 29 yards. That is good. Yeah, we didn't get a turnover. We came close, but it was good how they made them work for it. Make them work for that touchdown. Don't make them walk in. But they're still improving. Like on the outside pitch to John Drew, Barwin and Johnson Joseph just stayed out to contain. But that's fixable. That's not like real. It's not like the old Texans. I don't see a collapse like last year. I really do not see that. But what Texans could really go 13-3 this year. At worst, 10-6. They will not lose a division game. We have Cleveland win, Tampa Bay win, Jacksonville win, Atlanta. I don't know. Cincinnati, Atlanta, Cincinnati, and Carolina are 3 toughest games left. It's pretty good. Of course, we have 2 rookie quarterbacks, and one rookie quarterback we dealt with already. But I don't see Carolina stopping us. I don't see Cincinnati or Atlanta. Cincinnati has a great defense though, so that'll be a good game. We have Indy and Tennessee. Both those will be wins. But yeah, it was a good win. Owen Daniels became the leading receiver. But this season stats: Smash Shop is 153 for 254, 2,118 yards, 253 yards per game, and 13 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 15 times sacked. Aaron Foster has 135 carries, 532 yards, 3.9 yards a carry, 89 yards per game, and 4 touchdowns. Owen Daniels is the leading receiver with 31 receptions, 415 yards, 3 touchdowns, 13.4 yards a catch, 52 yards per game. On defense, Brian Cushing is the leading tackler with 54 total tackles, 1 sack, 3 pass deflections, 1 interception. Mario Williams is the original leader in sacks since he's injured for the rest of the year. Antonio Smith is with 4.5 sacks. He has 16 total tackles, 4.5 sacks, and 1 pass deflection. Jason Allen and Jonathan Joseph are the leaders in interception, both with 3. We have 10 total interceptions as a team, and we have 20 total sacks as a team. Daniel Manning has 13 kick returns for 356 yards, 27 yards per kick return, 46 is his longest. Punts, Jacoby Jones, 21 punt returns, 242 yards, 12 yards per punt return, 79 is longest, 1 touchdown, 4 fair catch. Neil Rackers is 14 for 17, 454 is the longest, 88 percentage, 23 for 23 on extra points. And Brett Hartman is 37 punts, 1,597 yards, 69 is longest, 43 is average, 37 net, 11 inside 20, 3 touchback, 11 fair catch, and we average about 11 yards per punt return. And for anyone that don't really follow football, special teams is a big deal. It really is, because there's difference between starting on your 20 and midfield, and Brett Hartman is a great punter. People don't know him. He was a rookie. I think he's from like Central Michigan, something like that, some small school. But yeah, so my view on it. I'll preview the Texans Cleveland game, and also the UT Texas Tech game. My view on it. But yeah, comment, subscribe, like, do all that, and I'll see y'all guys later. Go Texans!